Hi, God. Thanks for the shine. Okay, so check this out. Okay, we're going to do this bit real quick. Ready? So here, I'm going to show you the script, right? You see that? That's the front, right? Now check this out. You see that? That's the back. Okay, so I'm going to show you where I got the words from, right? Because we always have to show where we get our sources from, right? So here's one of the sources that I get the words from. You see that? Right there, look at that. The Holy Bible, the King James Version, okay? Right, that's one of the spots that I get it from. Check this one out right here. I'm going to show you another one, right? You see that? Maxims of Law. Charles A. Wiseman, okay? Right, that's another spot that I get it from. And then I'm going to show you another one, okay? So here goes this one right here. This one is the Article I, or Article 1 of the California Constitution. This one's coming from Ballotpedia, but what I'm using right now is I'm using the 1849 version of the Constitution because I'm starting to see that the one in Ballotpedia, it's all over the place. I mean, it's cool, right? It has all the sources and stuff like that, but I'm going to show you when I do this bit right here because you're going to see how they just move the words around, all right? So ready? Here we go. Keyword flow. Let's read it, right? So I already said, hi, God. Thanks for the shine. Okay, so here's the maxim, right? We're focusing on this maxim right here. Maxim 24K, right? The contract makes the law, okay? Remember that. The contract makes the law. So I have some words right here on the side, on the margins that I wrote out, because I always have to show the word because I like to know where the word comes from. So this one word I wrote down was grace, right? Grace, when you track grace down, it goes to favor. When you track favor down, it goes to honor. When you track honor down, it goes to revere, right? And then when you track revere down, it's two words, right? Revere, right? Which means again, perceive, right? Watch out for, right? So whenever you get down to your senses with the words, I think that you're down at the base level, man, because if you're seeing things, if you're smelling things, if you're tasting things, if you're hearing things, or if you're touching things with the words, then you're at the root level, man. That's just how my mind operates. Okay, and then I have another one right here that I flipped off on the side, right, for inherent, right, for inherent, which is in adhere, right? And then when you track adhere down, it means to stick, right? Which is fun because when you look at life means fat and life means to stick, right? So we're already down with those right here. So ready? Here we go. So check out this lecture. We collect, gather, flow. Okay, quest, bit, script, word, go, show, flow. All right, John 1:1. Hi, John 1:1. We always start off with John 1:1 just because it's right here. It's in the word, man. All right, so check this out. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Okay, so remember that. Always remember that, right? And once you remember that, you're going to be so cool, man. It's just going to be fun. Okay, so check this out. Here we go. Keyword flow, ready, go. All right. Power, right? Power is Lord. Lord is God. You have big G and you have little g, right? And then when you break that down and you track that down, it goes to ver, right? And then now here we go. Ver means to perceive. Watch out for, aka, right? This is what Lord really means when you go down and you look at it in etymology.com, right? It's one who guards the bread loaf. Right? So when you have a Lord, you're guarding the bread loaf, man. What? That's so fun. I like that. But it's once you're back down to watch with your eyes, right? That's what you're doing when you Lord, right? Because you got big G lords over little g, right? And then little g lords over everything else, all right? Scary simple service. Okay, let's keep it going. Here we go. We're going to get into the meat now. Ready? Constitution of the State of California, right? 1849. Original version, right? So we start off with the preamble, right? Because we always do the preamble because that means before walk, right? So before you walk, you got to lay down the words, man. And here goes the words that the people laid down, right? Ready? Here we go. We the people of California, grateful to Almighty God for our freedom. In order to secure its blessings, do establish this Constitution. That's a fact. Ready? Here we go. Article I, Declaration of Rights, Section 2, right? All political power is inherent in the people. Right? Government is instituted for the protection, security, and benefit of the people. Okay? And they have the right to alter or reform the same whenever the public good may require it. Okay, so the people have all the power. That's why we have power right here, because the people are the Lord of the government, right? That's how it goes, man. But here's a fun fact, right? So I'm gonna show you right here. So if you look right here, right now, now this is no longer in Article I or Article 1 of Section 2, because someone, our political servants, have moved it, right? So they moved it now. It's located in Article 2. Right, so it's located in Article 2, Section 1, which falls under legislation, right? So that's just what they do, man. That's why you always gotta watch them. You gotta be able to perceive what they do, because sometimes they just try to confuse you, right? Okay, so here we go. Question, right? When did government become boss of the people? Ask yourself that, right? Whenever you see the government people going blah, blah, blah on the screen, or, up at whatever podium, say, hey, Mr. Government Man, when did you become boss of the people? Here's the answer. Never, right? Never. God is the boss of the people. Remember that. Done. Got it good? Thanks. Alec, man of God, August 11-2022. Increase, right? So that's what I always do. I always close it out, right? Because that's the script. That's the script. So we're done. We're done with that bit right there, because we had to show what's up, and then, so here's what's going on, man, because so I'm going to get in the conversation right now, because I'm done with that, because now we know all political power is inherent in the people. We the people. Hi, people, we got the power, right? So I was sending out the mail, or I was sending out requests and things like that to people, because I was letting them know that, hey, man, we got to notice that we all need to come together and we need to sign, right? So you need to read the words and you need to sign it, because you need to see what's up, man. You need to see that the people are the boss, right? Not the government. The government is not the boss, but the people are the bosses of the government, right? And then right now we got a lot of people who are like, oh, what are you talking about? The government's our leaders. And I'm just like, whoa, where did you get these words from, man? Who told you that, right? Who told you that our political servants are our leaders? No one but them are telling you that, man. So when you have to go and you have to read, first off, you need to get right with God, right? So that's why I always show what's up in the Bible, because the Bible is a rule book, man. And in the rule books, you can see what's up, right? Because John 1:1 tells you in the beginning was a word, God, word, scary simple, right? And then what we did was, little g went through, and then little g wrote the constitutions out for our little government servants out there who are all running around here talking about, we're your leader. I'm like, no way, dude. You're not my leader. You're just my servant, right? So you need to make sure that the realm is safe for me to go ahead and then operate in, right? Because I need to make sure that I can do what I can do, so then that way I'm not harmed, man. So we created the little government people to make sure that we can do what we need to do. We the people, right? And then now they're over here just lording over us. They're creating entities, that are attacking the people, right? They're like going and kicking down the door and saying, hey, give me your stuff. And you're like, what are you doing, bro? You can't do that. You got other people, who are supposed to be accountants and stuff like that. And then they're coming in and saying, let me see your books. I want to see how much money you make, because we need income, right? And then you're like, bro, I don't think you know what you're talking about, man, right? So we got entities out there called like the IRS, right? And then they have no power, they have no authority, because all you have to do is just go read the Revenue Act, and then once you read the Revenue Act, you're gonna be like, oh, this is where you guys came from. And then if you go read your state's constitutions and you look for anywhere where it says taxation, because taxation means touch, right? And then you'll realize that they can't touch private property, right? And then this is private property. The things that I earn with this is private property, right? And then I'm just like, oh, they can't touch all sorts of things, right? The church is private property. The church is in a completely different jurisdiction. And then now you're starting to see that they're scaring the people with the words, because they're like, oh, we're going to hire a bunch of people and we're going to give them pew-pews, and then they're going to come and take over your stuff. And then the people are freaking out, man. Like, honestly, you guys got to stop watching the screen, because the screen is confusing you, right? The screen, you got these people on the screen talking. They're supposed to be delivering you information, facts, right? But they don't deliver you facts. They deliver you entertainment, and then that entertainment makes you scared, right? So when you get scared and you're just like, oh no, don't do that to me. Please don't do that to me. I'll do whatever you want, boss man. Right? And then you're like, I don't know why I started talking like that. It's just fun because, well, this is what's up, man. No government has any power over the people. Fact, right? Here's the other thing, right? I've always wanted to know what side of the game would I have been on if I were supposed to free the slaves, right? And when I say free the slaves, I'm going back to Civil War time, right? Because that's what they fought for. They fought for freedom, right? And I wanted to know, like, yo, would I have been a freedom fighter or would I have been on the other side, right? And then I'm starting to find out that a lot of people, that I would call so-called friends, right, back in the day, back in my last life, right, they wouldn't have fought for freedom, right? They would have politely said, Motisa, right? They would have loved just to remain slaves, man. And when I say slaves, I mean the type of slaves that they were just abused. Now they call them employees, right? That's just what they did. They tricked you, and then they call the slaves now employees, and then now you answer to another master, right? My master's God. That's why I always show the order. The order of the operation of the realm is God created the world. Check, right? God created man, aka the people. Check, right? People created states. That's a fact. Check, right? People created constitutions. Another fact. Check, right? People created governments, right? And then that's a check, right? So then I always end it with that question, when did government become boss of the people? And then the answer is always going to be never, right? Once you get that in your head, once you're able to perceive that, you're going to be free. That's it. I'm done. We're done with this bit. We got section 2 of Article 1 of the California Constitution, OG version, done. I'm gonna work out. I've already did my 5 miles for today. Now I gotta work on my muscles, man. I'll see you guys in the future. Remember, nobody's having more fun than us. Bye.